Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the English to Fluency podcast. I'm Susan.
And I'm Steve. Thanks for spending some time with us today.
If you're new here, this podcast is all about learning English the way people really use it, through real conversations, real situations, and everyday vocabulary.
We don't focus on grammar rules or long explanations. Instead, we help you listen first, notice patterns, and slowly feel more comfortable with real English.
Right. Today's episode is about a situation many people find stressful, being at the airport.
Airports can feel confusing, especially when everything is happening fast and people are speaking English around you.
Exactly. In this episode, you'll hear the kind of English people actually use when they check in, go through security, and ask simple questions at the airport.
We'll listen to 2 short dialogues, then break them down slowly so you can understand the vocabulary and phrases clearly.
Yes, if you listen carefully and maybe listen more than once, you'll start to recognize these words in real life.
And over time, they'll start to feel more natural when you speak.
Exactly. So, let's begin.
In the first dialogue, you're going to hear a conversation between a passenger and an airport check-in agent.
This happens when you arrive at the airport and go to the airline counter.
The passenger is checking in for a flight and asking a few basic questions.
As you listen, pay attention to words like passport, check-in, boarding pass, bag, and window seat.
These are very common words at airports, and you'll hear them again and again when you travel.
Exactly. Before we begin, kindly subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it with anyone who is also learning English.
Please do. This helps us to make more videos like this to help you improve your English.
So, let's listen.
Good morning. May I see your passport, please?
Sure, here you go.
Thank you. Are you checking in any bags today?
Yes, just one suitcase.
Okay, please put your bag on the scale.
No problem.
Do you have a seat preference, window or aisle?
A window seat, if possible.
All right, here's your boarding pass.
Thanks. What time does boarding start?
About 30 minutes before departure.
Got it. Thank you.
All right, let's take a closer look at what you just heard.
This conversation is very short, but it's packed with useful airport vocabulary.
Exactly. Let's start with the phrase, "May I see your passport?"
This is a very polite and common question at airports.
You'll hear "may I" a lot. It sounds polite and professional.
Right, people could say, "Can I see your passport?" but "may I" sounds more formal and polite.
True. Next, the agent asks, "Are you checking in any bags?"
To check in a bag means to give your bag to the airline so it can be loaded onto the plane.
So if you only have a small bag with you, you can say, "No, I'm not checking any bags."
Notice how the passenger says just one suitcase.
Yes, that word "just" makes the answer sound simple and relaxed.
Exactly. Now let's talk about this phrase. Please put your bag on the scale.
A scale is a machine that checks the weight of your bag.
You don't need to explain anything, you just follow the instruction.
Then the agent asks, "Do you have a seat preference, window or aisle?"
A seat preference means the seat you like.
A window seat is next to the window.
An aisle seat is next to the walkway.
Right. The passenger says, "A window seat if possible."
If possible is a very polite phrase. It means only if you can.
Exactly. It sounds respectful and calm. Then we hear, "Here's your boarding pass."
Your boarding pass is the paper or phone ticket you use to get on the plane.
Finally, the passenger asks, "What time does boarding start?"
Boarding is when people start getting on the plane.
Notice how short the answer is, about 30 minutes before departure.
Right. People usually don't use full sentences in these situations.
Short, clear answers are very normal at the airport. Now, let's listen to a second conversation.
This time, the passenger is already inside the airport and talking to a security officer.
This conversation happens at airport security before you go to your gate.
As you listen, pay attention to words like laptop, shoes, belt, and tray.
These words are commonly used at security checkpoints.
Now, let's listen to the second dialogue.
Please put your bags on the belt.
Okay.
Laptops need to come out of the bag.
All right. Should I take off my shoes too?
Yes, please. And your belt.
Got it.
Put everything in a tray.
This tray?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. Thank you.
Security conversations are usually very short and direct.
Yes, that's because officers need things to move quickly.
Let's start with, please put your bags on the belt.
The belt is the moving belt that carries your bags through the scanner.
Notice the officer doesn't say your bag. They say bags, even if you have one.
And that's very common in spoken English.
Next, laptops need to come out of the bag.
This is a very typical security sentence.
Need to is not a suggestion. It means you must do it.
Right. Then the passenger asks, should I take off my shoes too?
Should I is a polite way to ask what to do.
The officer then replies, yes, please, and your belt.
Notice how short that is.
At the airport, people don't usually explain a lot.
Then we hear, put everything in a tray.
A tray is the plastic container for your items.
The passenger checks by asking, this tray?
That's a great example of simple, natural English.
Short questions are very useful when you're not confident.
And finally, the conversation ends with, okay, thank you.
Even in fast situations, polite words are still important.
Now, let's connect both conversations for a moment.
In both dialogues, you heard short sentences and clear instructions.
At the airport, people don't use long explanations.
They focus on actions, put, take off, check in.
You also heard polite words like please, thank you, and if possible.
These small words make a big difference in how natural you sound.
Exactly. You don't need perfect grammar to communicate at the airport.
What you need is clear words and attentive listening.
Before we wrap up, we just want to say this. If airports make you nervous, that's completely okay.
Yeah, that's normal. Airports are busy places, and even small conversations can feel stressful.
What matters is that you keep exposing yourself to this kind of English.
The more you hear it, the more familiar it becomes.
You don't need to understand everything right away.
And you don't need to speak perfectly.
Just listening regularly is already helping more than you think.
So if you can, try listening to this episode again another day.
Maybe while you're walking, relaxing, or doing something simple.
You don't need to memorize anything. Just listen and notice. Repeat the words in your mind without pressure.
And over time, these words will start to feel natural. If this podcast is helping you feel a little more confident with real English,
make sure you're subscribed to the channel.
That way, new episodes will be there when you need them.
Thanks for spending this time with us today.
And we'll see you in the next episode of the English to Fluency podcast. Bye for now.